don't often get the chance to put something on YouTube, but I decided to show the viewers how to take off a mirror which is stuck to the wall. It's a good thing to do while there's a pandemic on, and I'm going to show people one of my talents. That mirror is stuck to the wall. The reason I want to get rid of it is because there's some damage. There's a bit more damage. There's also white paint all along the edge of it, which would take a long time to get off, and isn't worth it anyway. As you can see, it's very firmly glued to the wall somehow, probably with sealant. So I will show you how to take it off and how to replace it with my brand new mirror. If I need protecting. For all I know, it might just come off in one piece, but that's probably unlikely. So that's what it looks like after all the tape's been put on it. There we go. I think we're almost there. Oh gosh. Oh, wow. There you go. It's fallen off. I'm very pleased actually about all this because it's come off in one piece. So there, and there. Just some blobs of sealant. I mean, considering how big and heavy this mirror is, it's probably about 10 kilos or so. And considering maybe, probably more, about 15 kilos maybe. So I've taken the mirror away. So the next job will be to make good the wall. So now I've stripped the wallpaper off as much as I could do, apart from that bit. And what I should do with that, I've decided, is use a wallpaper stripper for that, because it's not really wallpaper. That bit turns out to be just thick paint. That's the new mirror. Right, so now I've made good the walls. I've filled in the holes and the gaps, taken off all the wallpaper. I'm going to actually give the walls a coat of paint because I think it's a bit dusty, and for that reason I think a coat of white paint, my emulsion, would help. I'm going to try and fix up the new mirror. I was going to do it yesterday, but when I got home from B&Q I found that it was broken on the corner, so I had to take it back, and I had to go to another B&Q to get a new one because the other ones were broken as well. And I've got one which has pre-drilled holes, and I think it will look about right. I've more or less worked out where to go, so I'm going to use Spirit Level pencil to begin with. It's got pre-drilled holes in it. And after that I'm going to try and get rid of all this paint because it's peeling off, and I've got a new primer to put on there. So first things first, decide where it's going to go. And I've got a Spirit Level to use, which I'm going to leave there because I'm going to need to grab it in a minute. And I'm going to put my pencil in my pocket, and I want it about there. So yeah, that's about it. about there. So it's just at the bottom of that which looks like a cloud. That's easy. I'll draw a line across there. There's the bottom there. So what I'm going to do, because it's impossible to hold that and level it at the same time, it's precisely horizontal, and just draw a line straight across, right across where the mirror's going to be, like that. You guys clearly see the line. I'm going to check it again, because I can only do this once. Make sure that line really is horizontal. Yeah, must have to be plumbed very nicely. So as long as my mirror goes along that line, it's going to be horizontal, and then I can mark the holes without letting the mirror go. What I'm going to do is put my hand underneath to begin with, so I can get a better grip. It is. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky, because I've got to push it. I'm holding it with one hand. It's got to be kept perfectly still. So I think I've marked up the holes. Now let's drill them. This is the right one. I wanted the one with the little gold. Right. Let's get this open. I'm just going to use a DeWalt. I had this long time SDS drill to make it easier, and I'll take the camera out now because it will get too dusty while I do the hole. I've drilled the top two holes and put the raw plugs in, and so what I'm going to do now, that one needs tapping slightly more actually. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the bottom two holes right. I'm going to screw it to the top. And the only thing is I'm going to have to be careful, because the whole weight of this mirror is going to be on two thin screws. So I need to be careful that it doesn't snap, crack at those. Yes, I was thinking of a different way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where the corners of the mirror are, so I know where to. I'm going to mark the corners of the mirror, so I know where to put the mirror. So now I know where the corners are. I should be able to have another go. Right. Now it's definitely going into the wall plug. let's have another look. Yeah, just like I thought on the markings, again very, very different. This mirror is one of the most tricky things I've ever had to do recently. Friends. I think it is. Pretty sure it is. Sure enough. Right. So now I've marked out the two bottom holes. I can drill those. As I was actually drilling these two holes, the drill on this right one slipped slightly to the right. So I'm slightly worried, but I managed to pull the drill back to where I imagined it was in the first place. But of course by then I'd lost the marker. This one's fine, but I think it'd be right. I think we're probably talking about less than 1 millimetre if it is out. So I'm going to try putting the whole thing on the wall to make sure it really is okay. Then it'll have to come off again so I can prepare what's underneath. That does seem to be going into the hole. So if this one goes into the hole, hopefully I'll be in business. That seems to be going into the hole. Let's hope it's not going under the... This one, just make sure this one goes in and then it seems a bit creaky. I can let go of it. This one to wipe out the way this is going in, whether it's doing what I did up there. And it's going under the wall plug rather than on it. Well, it's level enough. I mean, it could have done with coming up on the right corner slightly, but I might be able to do an adjustment. So that's what the mirror looks like now. Once I'm completely ready, then I've got these little gold caps that will actually just go straight over there. So the line's level, and you see it's almost accurate with the line. So what I need to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mirror off now, check the holes to make sure that the screws have definitely gone into the holes, not around the holes, and then I'm going to strip all that white paint off with a steamer. So what I did in the end, I decided to change the wall plugs for better ones. So because I was finding that the wall plugs they gave me weren't very good, and the screw tended to slip around the side. They were too small, and the screws were slipping down around the side of the wall plug and bonding that way rather than in the wall plug. They're slipping around the side, so I changed it to something much better, which are those. And now I'm going to strip all this white paint off with my wallpaper stripper, and then make good the walls and put some primer on them so I don't get all this scabbing. So now what I've done is I've I made a bit of a mess. I accidentally kicked over the water. I see now what I've done is I've basically taken off all the paint with my wallpaper steamer, and what I've got to do now is get rid of all that green stuff, which I've already started to at the top, as you can see. Get rid of all that stuff, that light green stuff. I'm basically washing it off, and then fixing up the bits of the holes that need replastering, and then apply a mist coat to the plaster to seal it, which is emulsion mixed with water. And after that I can finally put my paint on in the right consistency, and then finally after that I can put my mirror back if I ever get to that stage. I better make a start. So now here's one I prepared earlier. I'm just gonna, I finished sort of preparing the walls as far as I know, so I'm going to add on a sealer for the plaster, because as you see I've gone right back to the plaster with my wallpaper steamer. So now for the mist coat, the thing that's going to seal the plaster, and it's just emulsion diluted with water. That's all it basically is. And then I'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully the paint won't blister this time. So before I put the mirror back up, I'm going to finish doing the painting. I had to put that on to get rid of the stain where the steamer had accumulated on the ceiling and dripped down the walls. And apart from that, I've done a thin coat just to seal the plaster. Now I'm going to give it 2 ordinary coats of paint and paint the other wall, because I'll see the colour's going to be different. So I'm going to do that, then finally once it's all dry I will put the mirror back. That mirror will go back. So now as you see I've prepared the walls nicely, and I've put the mirror back, and as my brand new mirror, and certainly better than the old one anyway. And I put the little studs on the corner. Had a bit of problem getting it back on the wall, but if you're careful it's fine. That's it. A mirror, a new mirror for an old.